All right. Forgive my Brooklyn, right? But I don't understand the people that have an issue with this whole thing. I don't know what the problem is with homie jumping over the table to go see about his sister. Where was y'all raised? How was y'all raised? You ain't got no family, no brothers, no sisters, no peoples that you feel like it's like I don't get it. They playing ball, some basketball shit went down. She tried to shrug it off. This girl came out of nowhere and pushed her dumb hard to the floor. Her brother wasn't supposed. He was supposed to sit there and just watch that. I don't really get it. Like, who's mad at him? Y'all act like he jumped over the counter and punched Shorty in her face. And I use the word Shorty, loosely because
she's 6'7".
yes, because she bigger than me. So why wouldn't he come check on her?
That's his sister.
That's his sister. My son is 5. He be ready to go for his sister. She's 11.
Yes.
He be ready to go for her.
She has a problem at school. He like, if they don't leave my sister alone, I'm gonna punch them in the face. And he's 5 years old.
Remember when we was at a family reunion? She got to a scuffle with a little girl, and he asked. He was like, "Was it a big girl or a little girl?" And we was like, "It's a big girl." And he was like, "Guess I gotta fight the big girl in." And this, he was like 4 at the time, 3 or 4. Like, why do y'all have a problem? Like,
and he didn't do nothing to the girl. He was going to check about his sister.
he went to make sure shit didn't get out of hand with his sister.
Those were my children. And I was watching on the game on the TV, and my daughter was on the floor and got pushed by an Amazonian. I'm looking to see where my son is, because he should be right there checking on his sister. He did not do anything to that girl. He jumped. That's like to me, that's almost instinctual. Like
Quick, that's why I said, where was y'all raised? Any sister, anybody in your family, your cousin, anybody, like you was someplace?
The only one that jumped over the stage was the only one that made it. Because if you look at the video very closely, he must have been sitting in a row with somebody else, because it's a man with a red shirt and a gold chain jumps over.
Probably her family.
And some other kid jump off. He just is a little faster. I guess he's short and swift like his sister. So he gets to the court first. I think that's just his instinct. That he saw that girl come out of left field and push his sister down to the ground. And even their coach, the LSU coach said, wonder what would have happened if she would have touched Angel Reese.
Yeah.
So you picked the right one. Or the wrong one, depends on your perspective. She didn't have to touch that girl. The situation happened. They had a little squabble. Shorty got in her face. The one with the braids, she pushed her out of my way. Get the fuck out of my face. She was walking off, minding her business, and you came out of left field, knocked to the ground. That was malicious intent. And you're lucky that all her brother did was hop on the court and just move you out the way to get to his sister. Because he doesn't push Shorty. He just puts his hand on her, but I believe that's to get to his sister. That should be your goal. First of all, if you're...
What kind of families y'all was raised up in?
I don't even
Nothing should happen to nobody in your family. Anything goes down with your family members, you get involved.
I don't have biological brothers. But I have brothers that would go for me the same way. So I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand people's upsetness. Yes, I understand it was a basketball game and all that was sports and things happen. And sports things were happening. The play, the shrug off, the push off, short. That was sports. What wasn't sports is when you came over and maliciously pushed
her dumb hard
onto the ground. And you two weren't the ones that were...
Wasn't even involved there. You came from left field with that.
That's why the LSU coach said it again. She used a word I never heard nobody say. She from the South. She was like the two that was jawing. So she should have let them go out. But she's right. We could keep it basketball. We could even get nasty. We could do whatever. But that wasn't basketball. That wasn't basketball.
She went too far.
And that's why I believe he jumped.
He did what he was supposed to do.
If it was just basketball, I don't believe her brother would have never got out to sea, because 3 seconds before that, his sister get into a little something with the place, he doesn't move. It's when his sister was pushed to the ground. If y'all brothers don't move for you like that, then you weren't raised right as far as I'm concerned, because I expect for no water go half and dry. And she wasn't, that little girl, I can't say her name, I can't say all these names. She wasn't wrong. They had what they had. They said what they said. She dealt with get the fuck out my face. She shrugged Shorty off or whatever, and that was cool. That other shit pushed her into the ground, that wasn't cool at all. And so her brother didn't react in a cool manner.
That's what it is. That's how you're supposed to do for family. I don't understand anybody that got a problem with that. You bugging.
Yeah, his name is
like you should.
First of all, his name is Trayron. Lenoris Milton. Don't nothing
Yes.
look like nobody don't like with their sister named Trayron. Not Norris. Lenoris Milton. He sound like he play about his sister.
Nah,
He's more like his sister. That's why his ass got on that.
And you know, some family, like my family, nothing can't happen to somebody in the family and it don't happen to you. When you get back, they want to know where you was at. Why are you still here?
If Njari was on the ground on that basketball court and I'm watching from the screen, I'm looking for no war because he's on the floor too. He's on the floor checking for his sister.
What you was doing? Like that shit crazy. It made me remember. I always got a jail story.
When he gets released from jail, he's holding a little boy. I don't know if that's his son, but I bet you the way he's raising his son,
the same way.
Gonna jump off of
The same way.
his cousins,
I remember when I was up top.
People got an excuse for
The police was pressing my cousin. I never forget that shit about some bullshit. And my cousin kept telling the police, yo, don't come in my cube. And I'm laying there. I looked at it for about 2 seconds. And then I got up and I put my sneakers on. And I remember the police asked me. He said, Williams, what you doing? I said, you know that's my family, right? He said, yeah, and? I said, and I can't call my house and tell my peoples that y'all beat him up and I'm still here. That's not really how that's going down. My family don't move like that. So if we go to the hospital, we all go to the hospital together. I don't understand people that wasn't raised like that. And that is his sister. Older sister, younger sister, I don't know. It don't make me no difference.
I don't care if it's his half sister, his play sister, his whatever kind of sister. That man views their bond as brother and sister, and God rest the dead. I have a brother that would have moved like that for me for less. So rest in peace, Joaquin. So I don't know what you all are talking about, and we were not biological siblings. So sorry. So that's no to you. Tell your children to keep their hands off Njari Sarai Williams because Atu Williams is coming for that ass.
Y'all heard it here, man. If your brothers ain't ready to step up for you like that, you might want to question that relationship.